Matty T the cow being first. Way to go. Hope you're good. I'm good. Morb? A morb. A moo orb. What's on the agenda today? More MSQ. That's what on the agenda. I blame you for the direction my life is about to take. I hope you enjoy it. Small fedora guy. I hope it is fulfilling. Hope you're doing well. I am doing well. Pardon the starting ads. Can't wait for my next pair of swords. Hell yeah. Archwizard Matthew, Caro, and K. Thierry, thank you all for the resubs. 5 months, all three of you, 5 months. Whoa, Archon Wizard Matthew, thank you for the 5 gifted subs. Right as ads start. Thank you. Thanks for your money. Here's a bunch of ads. Thank you so much. That's very kind of you. Gemstone Trader. Just exploring the new city while people are funneling in. Lord Snow Wingsteak. That's a name. Thank you for the 3 gifted subs. It's very generous of you. Statistically less ads, yes. Ready to explore the lightning bubble? I am. I'm very scared. 30 years in the future. Why must you always stream one? I'm at work because I stream. This is my work time. V, the sleepy bunny, thank you for the bits. Bakul Jaja's baby girl, what's up? Hi. And also Shiny Lamp, thank you for the 5 gifted subs. How you doing, Rain? What server again? Brynhilder, and I am in instance 2 of Shak Turao. Good to see you, Rin. And the Balearin, wow. Another 3 gifted sub. I haven't done anything yet. Thank you. Yeah, this is great. I love like just hitting stream and then people just throw money at me. It's great. Cowboy music, yeah. For sure. It's a shame that Nico goes swoosh. Thank you for the 3 gifted subs. That's very, very kind of you. I'm a little sad that I won't, that this means that we'll never get to see, Shaktural, or I guess the rest of Shaktural, in its, normal state. Shaloni, that's the specific one. The rest of Shaloni. I guess the Heritage Foundation? Heritage Found? That's a weird name to call this. Yeah, we saw half. I guess it's fine. We saw half of Shaloni, and this is the other half, which probably would have looked the same for the most part. I want to thank you for your crap guides to Final Fantasy XIV. My friend has been trying to make me play 14 for years and bought me the whole collection to really make a point. I just finished A Realm Reborn yesterday and I'm doing the patches until I get to heaven. But best of luck. Those patches can feel pretty long, but you're past the hard part. I will say, I do like the patches a little bit more as time goes on because I like the world building and like just character development that they do. But yeah, thank you. Thank you, Justana, for gifting subs. Thank you. More gifted. Tommy Linguini, thank you. Wow. I just finished Shadowbringer, so I won't stick around long, but just wanted to say I hope you and everyone here is having a great day. Aw, yeah. You enjoy freaking Endwalker. It's gonna be a wild ride. They trimmed like 30% off ARR, yes. I still think they could trim more. The patch quests, though, post-ARR, they did trim some of those as well, but it's still pretty long. Pretty long. Instead of 100 quests, there's 80 quests. Still a lot, but, you know. Don't do what thought I could do and power through the post-patch quest for the sake of getting in heaven. No, yeah, you really feel the length if you try to, like, rush through them. Unfortunately, they are slow. Yeah. What program are you using? I'm using 2 programs for the VTuber rig, and that is VTube Studio and VBridger. I'm using an extra program for the kind of smooches that come my way called Twitch Integrated Throwing System, also shortened to TITS. Don't rush ARR, it burns you out. Yeah, post-ARR especially. So you see this outline? This is TITS, or Twitch Integrated Throwing System. This is what VTubers use to chuck things like this. Whenever if you've ever seen that happen, that's because of TITS. Yeah. That's this program. I also use BikuBot for the Gabo text-to-speech. So whenever someone redeems Gabo, that is what I use, BikuBot. So that's 4 programs. 4 programs already. Inverted twice over. Thank you for the gifted subs. And for Ruby. Oh my gosh, so many gifted subs today. Vita Norius, thank you for the 20 months. Hey, JoCat, can't stay because spoilers. But hope you're having a nice day, and I love the armor set you showed off today. Yeah, I'm drawing some like concept art, not for any game in particular, it's just for fun, just drawing like RPG class outfits and stuff. 3 cheers for the Twitch integrated throwing system, yes, thank you. Thank you, Twin Tiger, as well. Marionette Doll, both of you for the bits. On a Monday, yeah, I'm back to my regular weekly schedule, which is Baldur's Gate 3 on Mondays, Final Fantasy on Fridays, but today I wanted to do more Final Fantasy, so. But without further ado, I think it's okay to get back into it. So last time, we went into Da Bubble. Here, I'm gonna go back to where it was, let's see. We finally came to Shaktural, the northern half of Tural. And, there's a big purple bubble right over there that was caused, no doubt, by Zoralja. Send tacos. Thank you for the 2 gifted subs. Send tacos. Yeah, surprise Alexandria. So we went inside that time bubble thing and see that a portion of Shak Tural has been transported to the future, sort of. Like, time went really fast, 30 years. And integrated with this new Alexandria people. Time orb, yeah. Whenever they say time, there's a literal time bubble. And we met, presumably, the Queen of Reason to Zoralja's King of Resolve, Sphene. Because he was such a arrogant child that because he couldn't win the Dawntrail, or the Dawntrail or whatever, to become Dawn Servant, he made his own little kingdom and named himself Dawn Servant. But yes, that's where we are now. Zoralja's really insecure. Oh yeah, I can tell. Like, that's a really good subtle way to characterize him as like a petty child, an insecure child that's like, no, it's not fair. I should have won. So I'm gonna be king anyway. I'm gonna make my own little place and name myself king. Yeah, that's him. Anyway, I think it's good that we can begin again. Instance, I am in instance 1 now. I was in instance 2, but I'm in instance 1. Rather than bore you with lengthy explanations, let us head back to the farm we passed earlier. Yyupye's Halo it is called. We can speak with one of the farmers when we arrive. I guess we're off to Yyupye's Halo. Dustplume, thank you for the bits. Yeah, this place is very dreary, we'll say. Makes me wonder if I beat the MSQ if it's gonna clear up or if it's gonna stay dreary like this. I sure hope it clears up. It's kind of depressing. Very depressing looking. How you doing? I'm doing okay. Especially about his whole I shouldn't have been possible. I need to do something amazing with this life that shouldn't be. It's the biggest thing I could do. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know if that's that's I don't think that's Zoralja. Dalzine. I don't know. I don't know if that one's Zoralja. You might be thinking of Bakujaja. Here we are. I'm sure you'll learn a great deal from the workers here. What do you suppose they keep inside this building? Did I hear Bakujaja? Allow me to introduce you to Mahusa, one of the most experienced farmhands in all of Alexandria. She's well versed in myriad farming techniques. Indeed, the wealth of knowledge she has shared with the other farmers is what has allowed this place to flourish. Queen Sphene, to what do I owe this sudden show of praise? I almost did a southern drawl for her as well. My apologies for the interruption. I come with guests from beyond the barrier. They wish to learn more of Alexandria, and so I invited them to see how our crops are growing. I do hope that's all right. So the rumors of visitors from the outside were true. What manner of hosts would we be to deny them a look around? And I gather your majesty also intends to check on things here. You know me too well, Wahusa. I thought to seize this opportunity to see how the farmers fare, and perhaps pepper them with a few questions, though I do so enjoy observing and taking part in the work too. It would appear that we have her permission, so please walk the grounds to your heart's content. Everything's too squeaky clean. It makes me suspicious. You go on ahead. I'll keep Sphene company. Don't misunderstand. I'm not the suspicious type, but given our positions, it wouldn't make sense for us to go. It would make sense for us to go around together, wouldn't you say? Fair point, but be sure not to let me out of your sight. Okay, so if she's cooperating, I shall remain under Wuklamot's watchful eye. Pray, come find us after you've seen your fill and spoken with the other farmhands. You got it. Einhair, thank you for the 5 gifted subs. And Rival, 13 months. Wow. I feel like it's been longer. For some reason. Because, like, I think you first joined us when I was doing MSQ, New Game Plus. And Canucks Tenma, thank you. Nux Tenma, thank you for the 5 gifted subs as well. It's because I was unsubbed when you took a break. I see, yeah, that makes sense. They're saying that you and yours are visitors from beyond the barrier, that true? You got it. So it is, which means we're connected to the outside world again. Not that I have a desire to leave, mind you. I'm quite content with life here in Alexandria. But setting that aside, Jesus. Setting that aside, you're here to observe our work, right? As you can see, I'm in charge of livestock. Let me know how the audio sounds, by the way. That lightning kind of peaked the audio a little bit. I just want to know if it's too loud, too quiet. Here at Yyupye's Halo, we produce not only fruits and vegetables, but also meat, poultry, and eggs. Sounds fine to me? Okay. It's a bit loud. More lightning. I'm gonna turn it down just a bit because the sound bar is reaching a bit too high for my liking, getting a bit close to my voice. Tad louder than you? Alright. Oh my gosh. Huskotron, thank you for the gifted subs as well. Lots of gifted subs. Much appreciated. Tending the animals is an absolute joy, but I have to be careful not to grow attached. It's always a little sad when they're shipped off, but a job's a job. Well, I need to get back to it. It was nice talking to you. Please give my regards to the Queen. Oh, an Anonymous as well. Thank you, Anonymous. Yeah, so that's a real thing. I would be a terrible livestock farmhand because I just can't do it. Like, I just grow attached to animals too easily. Let alone like a butcher. Like, I don't think I could slaughter an animal. But that's part of the job. Oh, an unfamiliar face. I gather this is your first time on site then. Chevy Girl, wow, so many. Chevy Girl, thank you for the 5 gifted subs. And another Anonymous, wow. Thank you. So happy to see you back and hear that you've gotten engaged. Yeah, thank you, yeah, very, very happy. Oh yeah, that's right, getting the snowman mount. Yeah, so if you don't know, right now there's a Twitch integrated thing where if you gift subs, I think you can get a mount, you can redeem a mount or something. How do I participate? Hold on. I don't know if it's on. You guys may have wasted those. Hold on. Twitch mount. Tack Burglar, thank you. It's on? Okay, good. Yeah, I remember by any 3 subs. I see. Yeah, I remember something happening with Twitch. I'll be honest, that's part of the reason why I wanted to stream today, though not the whole reason. But part of it was because I heard there was some sort of Twitch thing with Final Fantasy, and I thought, hey, I got back into streaming Final Fantasy anyway, might as well, you know. But I wasn't sure what it was. I was just like, Twitch Final Fantasy thing, that doesn't happen often, I'm gonna do it. Starlight event. Oh yeah, Starlight. Yeah. Cool. Well, this here's the storehouse, or rather the entrance. The real storehouse is underground, much more spacious and equipped with a temperature regulation system to keep the harvest from spoiling. Since the entrance is so small, it's much easier to prevent wild beasts from wandering inside, which also makes it a viable facility for breeding and raising livestock. We've even got a few beds down there for emergencies.
Gifted subs are never a waste.
Yeah. Oh, well, yeah, that's true. I guess I shouldn't have said waste. I just worry that you guys are, you know, being very generous to me and don't get much in return sometimes. But I gotta accept that sometimes people aren't asking for anything in return. They have a fridge? Oh, yeah, it's a fridge. My parents often complain about how Alexandrian technology and electrope complicate our lives, but it's just a matter of learning how things work. Take my job, for instance. I'm presently overseeing the storage of harvested crops. They'll be taken up the tower for processing, and from there, find their way to every dining table in Alexandria. The work's hard, I'll not deny, but I take great satisfaction in what we do. We learned about fridges. The Doctor Man, thank you for the 3 gifted subs. Much appreciate. Light levels appear to be fine. As for the power source... You wish to know about my job? I tend to the fields mostly, watering the crops, keeping the soil fertile, and so on. It admittedly took some time until I fully understood how best to carry out my duties. I also manage the lamps we use in the fields. We do our best to keep everything up to code. But should they ever start to malfunction, it's up to me to fix them. Land and sky being what they are, ensuring a rich harvest makes for constant work, but honestly, I enjoy how involved the process is. Both my parents being Alexandrian, I didn't grow up knowing much of anything about farming. Every day is an opportunity to learn and grow. Oh yeah, if it's been 30 years, there are some fully grown adults that were born and raised here and don't know anything about Tural. Sounds a lot like a certain country. After certain settlers came in. Yeah, this is lots of parallels to real-world history here. It's a shame Kona's not here to see all these bizarre contraptions. I see. Don't be too hard on yourself. Anyone would have been hard-pressed to deal with such a thing. Oh, welcome back. My apologies for failing to notice your return. I gather you've had your fill of speaking with the farmers. Then let us return to Mahusa. Alexandrian, what the fuck is a kilometer? Well, what are your impressions of the farm? Everything was surprisingly normal. Oh, that's comforting to hear. Your words serve to affirm that my people do not work with undue strain. And what did you think of our little tour, Lamati? That's a bit forward. What did you call me? Was that inappropriate? My apologies. I heard the others call you by that name, and I thought... No, it's fine. As you said before, we've no need for titles and formalities. As for my thoughts, I was very impressed. The machines could be used to overcome so harsh an environment is amazing. I've never seen anything like it. The feeling is understandable. Indeed, many still find the machinery behind me baffling. Oh. It's a system that controls the distribution of water. It's a water tower. It's just a water tower. Distribution of water for the fields and livestock. It's been acting up lately, though. Acting up, you say? You needn't worry, my queen. It happens fairly often. Put simply, it's taken in water that had a strong lightning charge. We think some creatures have become charged up with the energy, and they're releasing it into the river we use as a source. The system would return to normal if the creatures were dealt with, but I'm reluctant to beg it for an army. Oh, beg it for the army, I see. Seismic Lawn, thank you for the gifted subs. We could take care of it if you like. That is a most gracious that's most gracious of you to offer, but it is much too dangerous. Oh, it's no trouble for the vow of resolve of Tuli Yolal. Regardless of how the relationship between our nations may develop, if there are people in need, I want to help. Simple as that. And Victor is even stronger than I am. It shouldn't take us long at all. Then very well. I gratefully accept, but please take all care. This ought to go even faster if you and I search for the lightning-charged fiends on our own. Good hunting! Imagine if JoCat did claymation. Funny enough, when I was younger, like in my mid-teens, one of the YouTube channels that I made, because I've made multiple YouTube channels in the past. Most of them are deleted, and a couple of them are still around, but I think all the videos are private, and I can't remember the password. But I did want to try claymation, but I didn't have a camera. I thought you needed a very special camcorder, and I couldn't, like, afford one as a kid. So, because I used to think that it's like, oh, I need a specifically this camcorder that can take pictures and stuff. And although, yeah, that would help. No, that's not necessarily what you need. I might pick that back up. Might try it. Some like stop motion. I also wanted to do Lego animations, because like every kid who watched YouTube back in the day watched Lego. You guys remember A Typical Day in the Death Star? Paladin Rogar, thank you. Thank you for the 5 gifted subs. Yeah, that was one of the first Lego animations I saw. Just like coming up the elevator, and then Vader, I think it was Vader or Palpatine coming up the elevator. Watched a bunch of Forest Fires Lego videos, yeah. Stop motion and 3D animation can be surprisingly similar. Oh yeah. The only thing is that stop motion doesn't have tweening like 3D animation does. Like, you can't just auto-tween. Lego's cool too. Yeah, I like Lego. I remember being so impressed whenever someone would be able to make a figure fly, because I would be like, oh, what are they doing? Are they using strings? How do they do it? I don't see the strings. Ozrabbit, thank you for the 5 gifted subs. I hope you enjoy your snowman mount. Speaking of stop motion, can't wait for the new Wallace and Gromit. Yeah! I gotta rewatch Curse of the Rare Rabbit. I remember watching that as a kid, and like knowing that Wallace and Gromit was a show, but having not seen it, any of the episodes, but just like, Were Rabbit is great. Moonfall Dust, thank you for the 3 gifted subs. You're both alright. Thank goodness. You really needn't have worried so much. We barely broke a sweat dealing with the fiends. They're all gone now. Of course I was worried. You're my dear guests. But thank you. We truly appreciate this. Also, I just love... There's so many good gags in that movie. Like, a bullet. A bullet? A bullet? A... What kind of bullet? Indeed, with this, we won't have to ask Zoralja's machines for help. He's been making a concerted effort to bolster his forces, sparing but a fraction for the people's protection. He thinks nothing of our safety, unlike Queen Sphene. That's enough, Mahusa. If you have grievances, I will hear them later, but to speak of the king now... No, she's right. He's never been one to look after his people. Anyway, thanks for letting us tour the farm. The folk here are delightful, and it was a pleasure to meet them. You couldn't have favored us with more uplifting words. My people are my pride and joy. And you never fail to let us know, nor how much you care. Of course, you're my precious family, all of you. You seem a good sport, Sphene. That I admit. But you'll forgive me if I'm not ready to lower my guard for the enemy queen just yet. Ha 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 ha. For you to be called that, I dread to imagine what villainy your majesty's committed. Come now, this is no laughing matter. A ruler is responsible for the welfare of countless lives, and one wrong decision can lead to untold suffering. Failure is unconscionable. My favorite gag from that movie is when Gromit is fighting that dog atop the toy plane and runs out of quarters. Yes, it's a very, very good gag. Also, I just love, like, despite having never seen Wallace and Gromit, the opening scene just, like, does a great job of introducing with that machine that pops up all the bunnies, like, at once. Also, it always kind of freaked me out. The machine that he puts them in, they're just kind of floating around, like, in space. I was like, how does that feel? Just as a kid, I'm like, is that fun or is that terrifying? Can they breathe in there? Now, I believe we are done with the farm. Let's move on, shall we? Bun of holding, yeah. They're probably fun. Also, was it... I don't remember if this was the case, but I think I remember the guy... It's either Were-Rabbit or Flushed Away, where the main villain guy walks like so you know how you walk and your arms and your legs are inverse on which one goes forward and which one goes back, right? They kind of swing inverse. It was either Were-Rabbit or Flushed Away where the main villain walks with them in sync. And I always found that weird as a kid. I mean, it's weird in real life, but yeah. Aardman had to fight DreamWorks hard to make all the VAs British. Ugh. Yeah, I have to watch both. I like Flushed Away is a nice, pleasant time as well. The Japan video made me want to go to Japan despite me not having the income. Yeah, I know. It's rough. Zoralja, you bastard. Why did that remind me of a walk cycle from Food Fight? Oh god, Food Fight. I've never actually seen. Flushed Away has Le Frog. Wasn't even stop motion, it was CGI. Yes! I was surprised at that. It's very convincing. My apologies for laughing earlier. Your friend painted an image so far removed from the Sphene we know, I couldn't help myself. Josh Strife Hayes being a sweetheart in my DMs, yet again. Perhaps we should head back to the outskirts. I dare say your friend will also have returned by now. My thanks again for dealing with the fiends. Come and visit us anytime. We leave immediately. What about dinner? We leave in 5 hours. We love Josh. We love Josh in this chat. He's currently working on a monster project right now. I'm pretty sure it's not spoilers. I'm pretty sure he posted something about it where, like, he looked at 100 top 10 MMO lists and he's compiling them or something like that. 100 top 10 or top 100 MMO lists or videos and compiling. Mad lad. That is some research, yeah. There's so much of Alexandria I would love to show you. Enjoying the MSQ so far? Oh yeah. It's really picking up. Do you hear that? Ooh.
What's happening over there?
It's nearly time.
No. Josh helped me appreciate 14 more with his worst MMO series. Yeah, it really puts things in perspective, you know. Not only of like how good some MMOs really are, but also like how hard they are to make.
I'm glad you could make it.
No spoiler shot. Okay, I'm just gonna watch. I'm not gonna look at chat.
Are you with us?
I don't know this person, I don't think.
Sphene has come to see you.
Okay. I probably don't know this person then.
We're here, Namika. Everything is going to be all right.
Oh no. Oh, she looks terrible.
Oh, what's the matter, dear?
She's been waiting for Wuklamot this whole time.
It can't be. That's the bangle I gave to Namika.
You know her?
Of course I know her. She was like a mother to me.
Oh.
I see. She was always willing to lend a kindly ear to others, but rarely did she ever speak of herself.
Is it really you?
She must have arrived shortly before the barrier manifested. For us, it was perhaps days, but for her...
Oh, no.
Namika, it's me! Wuklamot!
Oh, I hate this.
I'm afraid her time with us is nearly at an end.
Oh, man. Oh, I hate lost time.
Has she no more soul cells?
She always used hers sparingly, but at her age, it wouldn't make a difference.
Ma'am, the ushers have arrived.
Oh, she barely got to enjoy Wuklamot being Dawn's servant.
Thank you, Namika, for your many years of friendship. Take comfort in the knowledge that this is not the end. Be not afraid. Your memory will live on, in us.
Living on in memory. The giants share a similar belief.
Wait, where are you taking her?
Worry not. She is being escorted to a medical facility in the tower. There we will ease her burden.
What? You just gonna put her down?
I had hoped to make arrangements for her sooner, but she wished to remain here for as long as possible. I could not bring myself to refuse her.
So what does make arrangement? Okay, hopefully they probably just mean like, just let her be in a peaceful place. Probably. I'm probably reading too much into this. I'm still very suspicious of her. What's up?
I forgot my phone.
Haha, nerd.
No! Don't make fun of me. You smell like barbecue.
Yeah, I smell like barbecue.
He smells like barbecue.
I smell like beef.
You smell like barbecue. He barbecued.
Could you turn on my fan?
Yes.
Thank you.
Do you want me to turn the AC on?
Yes, please. Okay, they're probably just gonna take care of her in her last moments. Not really putting her down.
Is there any way I might stay with her for a little while longer?
Oh.
We may not share the same blood, but she was my mother. Please.
Let us give them some time alone.
She didn't speak, but I'm grateful that I could be with her at the end. Thank you.
It's not the end. Oh, nothing. I was just thinking that we have much to discuss. Where shall we begin?
Suspicious! Also,
With
thank you,
what we
Bracky.
can be reasonably certain of, perhaps. Between what we have witnessed and the testimony of Alexandria's inhabitants, it's safe to say that two distinct lands have indeed become one.
Yeah, thank you, Bracky. Thank you for the raid. Yeah, I really should post my stream schedule again. It's back to normal, Mondays and Fridays. Maybe Wednesdays, because I'm not going to have D&D for quite a few weeks. So I might do Wednesdays. I might do special one-offs on Wednesdays, like painting Warhammer or playing Warhammer or something not Warhammer related.
What's more, having met Namika, there is no denying the divergence in the passage of time. Taken together, these phenomena strongly suggest that some manner of cross-rift displacement has occurred. Specifically, the displacement of Alexandria from another reflection to the source.
It does seem the most likely explanation.
What perplexes me, however, is the scale of
I was
said displacement.
just about to ask how
It
much.
far exceeds what could conceivably be achieved with a Void Gate, or even with the Crystal Tower.
How much of Alexandria is here and how much of it is still in its home reflection?
In essence, we are dealing with a localized instance of dimensional compression. The Ascians would no doubt liken it to a rejoining.
That implies that this part of Alexandria was here in their reflection.
Which invites the question, how was such a feat accomplished?
I wish that I had an answer for you, but this talk of reflections and dimensions is well beyond my understanding.
All right, so do you have like 300 hours to set aside? All right, so you're going to want to go to Square Enix's website, and you're going to want to sign up. That's the most difficult part, all right? The sign-up process is a nightmare. And then you're going to want to set aside lots of
I can only tell you that we
time.
lived peacefully under the barrier's protection for many, many years, until the day that peace was suddenly broken.
If I may clarify, the barrier predates Alexandria's displacement.
By several hundred years, yes. To when the continent we call home was ravaged by a devastating cataclysm.
So do we have another first situation here?
The barrier was erected to isolate us from the surrounding land's noxious influence.
Innocuous. What could poison be? Earth? I don't know.
I see. And it was only later that it was whisked away, along with its contents, by means unknown.
In other words, Sphene's as lost as the rest of us, right? The Alexandrians didn't mean to end up in Tural.
But of course, our next stop ought to be Everkeep. That tower over yonder.
I cannot get a read on her. I don't know what
Once you have been registered as my guests, you will have access to Solution 9 and its residential district, where you will doubtless gain invaluable insight into Alexandria's state of affairs.
Now I've heard that name, Solution 9.
Unfortunately, I cannot take you directly to where Zoralja resides.
It's okay.
That you'd let us in it all goes a long way toward proving you're not content to let Zoralja do as he pleases. But we're not talking about a simple difference of opinion here. I've come to avenge my father. And to do so, I intend to take Zoralja's life. Are you willing to stand by and allow Alexandria's king to be slain?
Ooh, damn. Damn, Yyupye. What a sentence.
A fair question.
She's like, hey, just so you know, I'm gonna kill your king. What a fucking badass.
Permit me to answer it thus. My people come first. Their welfare is paramount. I will do everything in my power to keep them from harm. It is a ruler's duty.
Oh, then you've got nothing to fear.
Now, I am off to register you at Everkeep. It may take some time, but you shall find the entrance open to you in due course. Oh, and ere I forget, your mother, Kafkiwa, you might try the Thunder Yards to the east.
Kefki was alive.
The Thunder Yards? Is that where she is?
I'm afraid I can say no more than that. Make for the Thunder Yards, and all will be made clear.
Still don't know what those
Not
things
as
are.
if we have other pressing business. Not until we can get into this Everkeep anyway. Thank you for earlier. And for being a friend to Namika these past 30 years. It means a lot to me.
Still don't know what those are. Still suspicious.
Namika? I'm sorry, but I don't know who you mean.
What? We were just with her. If this is some sort of a joke, it isn't funny.
I don't mean to give offense, but I honestly have no idea who you are talking about. I'm sorry.
How can you not know who she is? You're in charge here. She was under your care.
Then in all likelihood, my memories of her have been stored in the cloud. Any person seemingly forgotten without reason is probably there, in the cloud.
Don't like it. Don't like it.
Oh, I really must be getting back to work. If you'll excuse me.
Don't like it at all. Don't like it. Don't like it at all. Bad. Ooh, gross. What is this? What is this? What is this metaverse bullshit? I don't like it. God, I hope they don't try to sell me NFTs. Yeah, you said it, Alize. What's going on? How could Pepoen suddenly forget about Namika? It's as if he never knew her. Could the same thing have happened to the others as well, I wonder? There's only one way to find out. Let's make inquiries about Namika in the area. We can reconvene afterwards at the Aetheryte. Like, okay, storing their memories in a cloud, alright, fine. But wiping them afterwards? I don't know. I don't know if, that don't set well with me. Storing them in a cloud forever, that's cool. That's fine. That sounds great. History preservation, very important, very nice. Wiping memories, not so nice, not so cool. Existential. An old woman named Namika? I'm afraid I don't know that person. I'm sorry I couldn't be of help. Ugh, if they can wipe memories of people, what other memories have they wiped? Oh, I really don't trust Sphene. Oh, I really don't trust Sphene right now. Oh my god. All right. Fill the chat with smiles. I'm about to theorize. Fill the chat with smiles right now. So that I know if I'm off. I won't know if I'm off base. No, the reason they like Sphene so much is because whenever she does something bad, she just wipes their memory. If they don't like it, she just wipes it. Super sus. Super sus of Sphene right now. She has that capability. If she can wipe people's memories of people, she can wipe people's memories of anyone. That's my theory. That's my theory. Thank you, Anonymous. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. I do recall caring for someone until recently, and you say that it was a woman named Namika. While I can't say for certain it was her, I wouldn't worry. I'm sure she's just taken up to the cloud. Oh, I hate... Oh, this is all of my worst, like, existential fears.
Second is Seuss indeed, Daddy.
Yeah, super Seuss. Very Seuss. Like, losing time, losing memory, I hate that shit. Never met anyone by that name, and I've worked on the outskirts for a good while now. If she spent time here, I would remember. So they know of the cloud. At the very least, that's something. And they know how it works. Or rather, what results there are that causes them to forget. Yeah, Alzheimer's fucking sucks, dude. Remember when this was about trains? Yeah. I miss the trains. Can we go back to the trains? Can we go back to the Pelu Pelu? Remember all the trade? Hey, Pelu Pelu! Learning about trade and profits. Hey! The Yyupye learning about carving and giants. Yay! So it was the same for everyone. Not a single person remembers Namika. It's as if the memory of her has been purged from their minds. While such a thing may be done with magic, to alter the memories of so many at once would be a tremendous undertaking. We would have felt a surge of ether corresponding to the act too, and I sensed none of it in the moment. Neither did I, but I did notice something else. Right before Papoan seemingly forgot, a light in the device on his head began to blink. Could there be a connection? Someone also said something about soul cells. But who might we ask about this? If we continue to making such inquiries, I expect we would only cause confusion. Indeed, if we can't readily solve the mystery about Namika, perhaps we could search for... they just say it. Kafquia? Chat's gonna correct me. Kafkayu? No, not Kafkayu. Kafkiwa. Thank you, chat. Sphene said to try the thunder yards. It should be in this direction. Oh? What is that? Angie. Impossible. Creature. Another kind of mechanical soldier. It looks dangerous. We better destroy it. Wuklamot, no. Ah! It looks dangerous. It looks like a bean. Should we give chase? I think it understood our words. It might be worth asking it. It might be worth asking it some questions. Erenville, are you all right? You look like you've seen a ghost. It's nothing. I'm fine. Well, it went off in the direction we're heading anyway, so let's try to track it down. Look, everyone, it's Game of the Year winner Astrobot. Give us an autograph. Hell yeah. Oh my god, it's Astrobot. You're my favorite Nintendo game on the PlayStation. The PlayStation has games now, guys. It's Astrobot. It's every PlayStation game. You can tell because of all the IPs that they use in it that Sony refuses to make games for. I'm kind of happy Astrobot won. Now, I never played it, so I can't say for certain on my end if it deserves it or not. Because, call me crazy, chat, but I believe that if you haven't played a game, you don't really get a say whether it deserves a win or not. But you know, because how can you know if you haven't played it? But, I would have been fine with Astrobot or Balatro. I'm happy for either one. Of that list, I've only played Balatro, but I did hear a lot of people say Metaphor was also a good choice as well. Erdtree didn't win an award at all. Well, I don't think it. I think it's right that it didn't win Game of the Year. It's DLC, and in the past, DLC has been disqualified for being DLC before. Much as I love FromSoft and I love Elden Ring and I love my Souls, I don't think they should get special treatment, you know. There it goes. Into a cave. All right. You found it? They added DLC and early access on the winners? I don't know. I don't like that. I personally... I also, just on a larger scale, I just don't like the Game Awards in general because the awards are so vague and the awards are only half of the show. You know, the Game Awards show, only half of the show is for awards. Yeah. To the northeast. Then it must be bound for the mines. Come on then. It could well be a trap, so let's not rush in too quickly. Oh, Alizé being cautious for once. Alright. It's only really 20-ish% of that, yeah. I really miss the arbitrary awards. I said this last stream as well, but the arbitrary awards was, like, great. Because Total Biscuit would explain what the category meant, why the nominees were nominated for the categories, and why the winner would win that category. Yeah, I miss TV as well. Like, I would love an award show that does that. You know, that'd be great. An old coal mine. It appears to have long since been abandoned, like so many other places. Yeah, it's the lol-faced man himself. There he is. That's TB. I think it's safe to assume it went into the mines. The stones in those crates. Could it be turquoise? Alright, ads are going to be starting soon. Ads are starting in 4 minutes. So I will give a 1-minute warning when they are about to begin. Or I think they're actually about to begin soon. On my dashboard, there's like pre-roll-off, which still has like 3.5 minutes left. I don't know if that's for ads. But if that's different from the ad countdown warning at the top of the chat. But I guess I'll find out. So it went in here. Once the ads do go, though, I'll pause. I heard faint voices coming from inside. So it's not alone, but we're still going in, of course. This may be a trap. Be ready for a fight, everyone. Ads start now? There should be a question redeem coming in. Oh, okay. Ah, there we go. Okay, cool. Good to know. Thank you, Miss Inkwitch. I see. So it's like a minute after the pause or the warning. I was very happy to see something about Okami. Yeah, that was a big surprise. I don't think anybody anticipated that. Sandler and Waldorf were savage. Yes, I do like them. However, I gotta say, it feels a little bad that it's like, okay, yeah, they're joking at their own expense, but they're still the Game Awards. You know, it's like, oh, they're making fun of themselves, but they didn't say sorry necessarily. Jeff Keighley didn't really apologize. He's just like, oh man, look at me, aha, what a silly thing that I did. You know, it all depends. How it's gonna age is gonna depend on the next Game Awards. You know, the things that they joked about, like the whole thing. It's like, hey Jeff, there's a lot of open seats. That's funny because we hear you always sell out. Oh! And it's like, okay, they're joking, huh? Jeff Keighley's a sellout. But they still do ads. They still do advertisements and trailers for games that aren't out yet, that have no gameplay footage. Like, you don't get to joke about that and then still do it. The Kojima joke was great. Yeah, that is great. It seems as though that they did do jokes that resonate with people on jokes that people in the public were making. Yeah. What is with the Game Awards and the Muppets? I don't know, but I kind of love it. Like, the Muppets appearing are my favorite part of the Game Awards. More than the commercials, more than the game announcements. Because at the very least, the Muppets are always on point with the humor. Yes! One of the games they advertised was AI. Like, Jeff Keighley can't go up and talk about, oh, how tragic the layoffs are, and also have approved a game that was made with AI. that had no gameplay, that had an ad made completely with AI image generation. You know, the very thing that is corporations are using to lay off artists. I don't know. I'm sorry I'm getting angry. I shouldn't get angry. This is a place for entertainment, but God, come on, man. Was that the weird cat game? Yeah. Yeah, like, people say it was the best game awards. I don't know if I agree, but even if I did, that's not a high bar. You know, especially it's the best game awards, which is like saying this kick in the nuts was the least painful. Yeah, that's why
Gobo should be Game of the Year. Sad Gobo.
I agree, Gabo. You are Game of the Year. Somehow it slipped through. It slipped through? I don't think stuff like that should slip through. If they want to be taken seriously, if they want to, you know... What the hell is that noise? Wrath! Hey, Wrath! Welcome! I want to be entertaining, but right now I'm on a rant. Is that Wrath Gaming of the solo nature type? Welcome. Right now I'm ranting about the Game Awards and how it's annoying that Jeff Keighley, in the very same show that he talks about how, oh, it's sad that people are getting laid off and businesses aren't treating developers with the respect they need, in the same show approved of an AI-generated game. I don't understand you, Jeff. I don't understand you. I don't consider those jokes at his own expense sincere until he and the Game Awards people, whoever's in charge at the Game Awards, actually follow through with those criticisms. Yeah. You can't make a joke at your own expense about, haha, I'm a sellout, and then keep doing it. Don't sit well with me. Anyway. Yeah. I'm not worried. We've had to improvise countless times before, after all. Game Awards pair best with a bunch of friends in a Discord call and a bingo card. Yeah, just ragging on... I love... speaking of TB again, I love TB and Jenna Bain's show. They called Shark Tank, where they would just rag on the Game Awards. They would just completely snarkathon, something like that. Snarkathon, yeah, that was great. Do some shopping, gamer. It was good to see you. Yeah, good to see you too, man. Hope you have a great week. Snarkathon, that's it. It will appear no one has worked these tunnels in quite some time. Aw, thanks, Wrath. Enjoy your snowman mount. Is that why you wanted to raid me? Was that it? You were using me this whole time. I'm just a piece of meat to you. You used me so you could give 3 subs and get your mount. SMH my head. You think you know a guy. God. You Final Fantasy players are all the same. Pikaport, thank you. Which instance? I'll tell you. I'll check. I'm pretty sure instance 1. This tunnel just keeps moving. A device made with an electrode. Seems to be the only one here. I can hear them. Several people up ahead. I can't make out their conversation with the echoing. Let's keep going. Oh, let's keep going. Stay on your guard. Sagadatter, thank you for the 5 gifted subs. Much appreciate. Ooh. Hold on. I have a thought before we continue with this cutscene. I'm sorry. I'm gonna go on a little tangent because I saw something that I very much don't agree with in the chat.
What is this?
Let's see. Someone said, I don't think it's comparable to talk about layoffs and then advertise an AI game, since you can be against something while talking about a fictional game involving that same thing. Oh, I may be misunderstanding that then. Hold on. I need to scroll up to what they were replying to. I don't know. If you're talking about, like, Monster Hunter being the same thing, I disagree, but I don't think that's what you said. I'm pretty sure that's not what you said. But yeah, like, it just feels bad, you know, talking about layoffs and then allowing a game that is taking advantage of a system that is directly contributing to so many companies leaning into those layoffs. Yeah, don't like it. I don't think it's the same as Monster Hunter. I don't think that's what you were saying, the person who was replying to Rival, but I couldn't find the full context of that comment. Anyway.
Ironville!
Oh, guns.
A trap?
Oh, about Dave the Diver. Yeah, yeah. I think what they said is correct, yeah. I think...
It really is you!
Oh? Hold on, let me finish this thought real quick, and then I'll get back to this. Yeah, I feel like talking about nature preservation and then showing Dave the Diver is not quite the same, because Dave the Diver is a video game that doesn't necessarily affect real-world issues, unlike an AI game, which does. Back to the game, this is his mom?
Huh?
Okay, that's the best line in the game. That's the best delivery in the game.
Who?
I just have to get a look at you in the light. And I can still hardly believe my eyes. But it is you, my darling Yyupye.
My darling, what now?
Does she have an American accent? Aw.
Oh, it's so good to see you, my fussy little bun bun. But what are you doing here? What brings you all this way?
Well, we are in America. Yeah, but why is his accent Icelandic? Midnight Lynx, thank you for the raid. Welcome. Fussy little bun bun?
Why the long face? Aren't you happy to see me after all this time?
Oh, she sounds wonderful.
I know that laugh anywhere. Mother?
Yep, there we are.
Wait. Since when was your mother a weird floating thing?
He hasn't been in Tuliolal for years? Yeah, but years isn't enough time to lose an accent and gain a completely other one. I don't know. Yeah, that, like, Kona didn't lose his accent. Like, I don't know. Sam, who's... Here, take Sam Strippin and Dodger. Sam is British. Dodger is American. Dodger, I think she's been living in the UK with Sam for many, many years now. She still sounds like an American. Yeah, just a weird thing. It's not a real criticism towards the game. It's just kind of funny that it's like... Of course, they couldn't have the foresight, I think. I don't think they considered of like, oh shit, he's from the New World. He should have a New World accent, should he? Just don't worry about it. Yeah, it's not a big deal, but it's just kind of funny.
And what
Oh my god.
I knew I recognized that adorable fuzzy face. Yyupye was always so excited whenever you invited him over to play. You remember me, I hope.
Aw. Emrys Wilt, thank you for the 20 gifted subs. Thank you so much. She's pure mom energy. I do love her. I'm a little sad we don't get to see her in her bunny form. And I'm scared that that is just gonna be the case. But I do love this. This is adorable.
I can't say that I do, but you knew my father?
Appearances notwithstanding, it would seem this is my mother, Kafkiwa.
Wow. Yeah, she went on the adventure with
sorry?
Galul Jaja all those years ago.
Oh, this won't do. Come in. Come in! Friends of my Yyupye are always welcome.
Oh, she sounds so motherly. Like, of course, she's a mom, but like, she's got that like welcoming motherly vibe. Like she's about to cook us some dinner right as soon as we go in.
Is a little forewarning, but no.
He sounds Eorzean. Is this some kind of resistance?
Just when I thought I was starting to get a handle on this place. How are things still getting stranger?
I am unfazed. I've been to the edge of the universe and back. The Alligans had machines that could be controlled remotely. Is she using something similar to communicate with us? I sure hope so. I can't say I understand what's going on, but at least Kafkiwa is safe. Arenville's mother is a floating machine. Right, that makes about as much sense as everything else thus far. Rolling with the punches. At this point, I doubt anything could possibly surprise me. As far as I can tell, this is indeed my mother. I can think of few people in the world quite so spirited. But as to what's happened, we'll have to ask her. Arenville, I'm gonna date your mom. I don't care that she's a robot. You know, that might be an upgrade. Let's hear what she has to say. Wall has fought gods, gone to space, and experienced the Mandervilles. Nothing can phase us. I think, like, maybe, I think the last surprising thing is learning that the Mandervilles were descendants of aliens. I think that's the most outlandish thing that Victor has come across that really surprised. Anything less than that is like, all right, might as well. They weren't? Oh, I guess, I don't know. I haven't finished the Manderville quest for Endwalker. Maybe I should do that. They were until they weren't. Ah, I see. Yeah, I haven't finished it yet. Oops. Oh well. Guess we'll see. It's so wonderful to meet you all. And the students of Baldessian. It's been a while since I heard that name. Dare I ask the reason for your appearance? Oh, this? It's just a body that I control remotely. I use it for our operations. Oh, so we might still see her. We're members of a resistance organization, Oblivion we call ourselves, and our goal is to thwart Zoralja's ambitions for conquest. Yep, I called it. As the leader, it's prudent that I remain where I can't be easily found. I see, whimsical appearance notwithstanding, yours is a serious cause. Right you are, though truth be told, Oblivion was founded for an altogether different purpose. And that is... As I expected, you've already noticed, everything you see within this dome, the buildings, the people, the very earth beneath our feet, is a fusion of two worlds. Stopping such a fusion was Oblivion's original mission. Oh, so they predicted it would come. Then does that mean you know who or what is responsible for it? I'm afraid not. This was a long time ago, and our mission statement has become more of a legend that's passed down to members. By the time we joined, our sole objective was stopping Zoraljah. Oh, but we failed to do that, and now he's taken his army outside the dome. What's a Oh, I thought somebody asked what's rejoining. I was going to say, you are far behind. None of you wear those strange devices on your heads. Does that have something to do with your work? Oh, that looks cool. You mean this? It's a regulator, the pinnacle of electrope technology, and that we don't wear it is indeed related to our operations. What exactly does it do? Allow me to explain. Geode. I don't know if that's an Alamegan name, probably not. He sounded British. Regulators have two primary functions. The first, as the name suggests, is the regulation of the wearer's reserve of souls. Should they die, the regulator expends a soul to bring them back to life. Oh? Reserve? You mean people walk around carrying spare souls? They do. Souls are packaged in cells, and they can be used to replenish the life force that is lost due to sudden death, such as in accidents. They do nothing for those who die of old age, though. Oh no, hold on. Oh no, I can see the writing on the wall. Smiles in the chat, smiles in the chat. Shit, man. They're drawing souls from somewhere. Those souls gotta be taken. Oh, fuck. I think. Oh, they're the souls. Oh, no. They're the souls that were taken from the fucking invasion. Oh, fuck. Oh, God. That's why they conquer. That's why they go out and they suck up the. Oh, that's so fucked up. Oh, no. I don't know if that's for sure, but that's where my brain is going. God, I hope not. Oh, God. Distribution of soul cells is based on one's work evaluation to encourage exemplary performance when fulfilling their duties. Oh, God, and it's oh, you gotta meet quota. Oh, fuck. This really is America. If you don't work hard enough, you die. Souls are as a common resource and payment for services rendered. The Void Scent practice of consuming others for their ether comes to mind, and similarly, I expect that the act comes with some risk. Zero, I love you. Right, you lose your sense of self. You basically become one life form. Yep, that's exactly what it said. Doesn't it dilute your sense of self? I did my homework. That is prevented through memory management, a process in which regulators also play a role. Oh. So they purge the memories of those who die and get turned into souls. Memory management? Then the reason everyone's forgotten Namika's existence. The regulators are constantly recording the memories of the wearer, so if they should die, their memories can be refreshed as part of the restoration process. Oh, that's existential. This is how they preserve one's identity and sense of self. However, the regulators are also triggered when someone else dies. Reason being is that the regulators forcibly extract memories relating to the deceased from anyone wearing one. Why would they do such a thing? It's a kindness bestowed upon the people by Everkeep's core system, so that no one has to suffer the pain of loss. So, this is what it is meant by their memories being in the cloud. Didn't we just got back from an expansion that talked about how important loss and pain is to the human experience? Indeed, all memories of the deceased are wiped from the minds of the people and archived in the system. It's a frightening function of the regulators, and an integral step in soul cell production. Fuck! Oh, that's so fucked up. No wonder Sphene feels guilty. You see, when a person dies of natural causes, their soul is temporarily housed within the regulator. It's then delivered to a facility where the memories are separated from the soul. Oh, this feels so violating. The result is a fresh soul cell, free of impurities, ready for distribution and consumption. Oh, I hate this. I would drink that. Ugh, gross. Oh, that's so fucked up. I mean, like, alright, guy. Like, they don't even get a say in it? Meanwhile, the memories are stored in the core system to be remembered forever. Oh, God. Oh. My favorite Thai snack. I will answer that after this cutscene. Thank you for the redeem. Here, I'm gonna write that down somewhere. What was your favorite Thai snack? And this is why people are happy here. On its surface, it's similar to the Yyupye philosophy, but I see nothing noble or comforting in it. Well, it doesn't seem so terrible to me personally. All comes down to what you're used to, I suppose. Like the barrier encasing Alexandria, this system was created to overcome the calamity that transformed the world hundreds of years ago. Amidst the mounting death toll, scientists use electrope to devise a means to save what lives, what lives they could, so that the nation could endure. I understand the people of Alexandria did what they believed was best to save their people. I just find it hard to believe that the Turali would be also accept this way of living. It came as a shock to us as well. In fact, a great many were opposed to it. Which is why the use of regulators was never compulsory. The people have always been free to go without them if they so wish. Sphene didn't strike me as the sort of ruler to impose her will on others. Ah, so you've already met. She's the one who suggested we come to the Thunder Yards in the first place. She also said she wants to help us stop Zoralja. Awfully kind of her to point you in my direction, and to speak so candidly as well. Whatever her motives, she has given the people a choice. Live with the risk of true death, or the security of the regulators. I guess I can't blame them for wanting to, have a mortal safety net. Everything that lives must someday die. That is the natural order of things. And they will, just of old age. Quite right, but however you feel about them, it would be easier to understand what the regulators are capable of if you saw it for yourself. I know just the person to show you, and as luck would have it, they should be starting work right about now. Like, it's fucked up that this system exists, but I don't blame anyone for wanting to use it, Because, accidents happen, and people are taken before their time, so I don't blame them. It just sucks that it's, taking a soul from someone else, especially if Zoralja is going out and harvesting them. That's seriously where I draw the line. That's the fucked up part. Who are we going to see exactly? Come with me and you'll find out. I mean, it's kind of like the necromancy act of drawing life from one creature to put into another, right? To me, it all depends on, if the person whose soul you're taking agrees to it, consents to it. Because at that point, it's okay, it's kind of like donating your body to science, right? Nostalgia. Firearms make the most sense for people who don't have combat training like us.
You having fun yet, Joe? Ha 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 ha, welcome to Dawntrail.
They somehow, every expansion, they somehow one-up themselves on fucked up shit. First it was the Sin Eaters, and then it was the Blasphemies, and then it was the Void Scent, and now it's Soul Cells. Jesus Christ, Squeenix. What the fuck? That's why we salvage as many as we can from the mechanical soldiers and convert them to our use. Nomad Ram, thank you for the gifted subs. I hope you enjoy your snowman mount. It's kind of funny, we've got all these Turali names, and then we've got nostalgia. Ask JoCat literally anything. What kind of question do I want to waste all of these cookies on? Boxers or briefs? Ooh. Let me just make sure I know. Ah, boxer briefs. The hybrid. Boxers are too baggy. I don't like it. Briefs are too tight. I don't like the top of my legs being so open. I'm a boxer briefs kind of guy. Not boxers, not briefs, but something, the hybrid in the middle. Also, somebody asked, what is my favorite Thai snack? So, there is a kind of traveling vendor type Thai kind of vendor food called roti. I think it's roti or something like that. And it's it's kind of like a pancake, a savory, thin pancake thing that they often put cream and bananas and roll it up. Here, I'm gonna find it. Roti. Yeah, it's like a fried pastry. Here, I'm gonna show you. Check it out. Yeah, and there would be like, it's like a street food, right? Do Indians make this? It's kind of like a crepe. Yeah, it's kind of like a crepe. So yeah, they would like make it. They would pour this like thin layer of like a sauce or something. They would put the contents in the middle and then they would fold it up, kind of like a crepe. Yeah. And I liked mine without the banana. I don't like banana, but it's usually served with banana. Yeah, roti. Yeah, here we go, banana. This is my favorite Thai snack. And for a significant amount of time when I first moved to America, I forgot what it was called. But yeah, I remember it now. And it's, yeah, this is how it looks. It looks real thin like this when it's first cooking. And then you put banana and cream and whatever other contents on it. And then you fold it up and then you pour more cream on the top. Oh, it's delicious. Oh, I love it. I gotta find like a recipe for it. Yeah, it's like a crepe. It translates to bread? Oh, wow, funny. What does she intend to show us? I can't redeem bits for 69, 420, 666, or 490 bit alerts? That's weird. I have special alerts for those. Or flatbread, gotcha. To alter the memories of the populace with such precision is no small feat. Thank you for the answer, thank you for the question. So those regulators are to blame for everyone forgetting Namika, for forgetting what a wonderful person she was. Yeah, I also don't like that. I don't care if it's stored in the cloud. Like, people should be given their memories. Also, I'm in instance 2 of the heritage found. Weird to see how the regulators work, but how? I'm sorry, but I can't accept the idea of using souls as a resource. I can, with certain caveats. It is the responsibility of the Thunderyard's hunters to fell any fiends found wandering the area. We're to meet an acquaintance of mine, Striker, one of these hunters. Yeah, we're about to learn about their culture and understand their culture, I bet. This is the part where we understand where they're coming from. Resource, maybe. Currency, no. Yeah, agreed. Absolutely, Ink. You said it. Like, as a resource, yes. As a currency, as something that you can, like, get less of than other people if you don't contribute, like, according to what the ruler wants, that is rife for exploitation. Yeah. In other words, it's the American healthcare system. Ayo, dab, 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 dab. Anyway. What do you think is in this box? I'm guessing food. There's a Stantler and Waldorf joke in there somewhere. Whoa! This American healthcare system sure is scary! What? The fantasy one or the real one? What's the difference? Oh! Given the opportunity, I should very much like to study Electrope on behalf of the students. While I am not blind to the potential benefits of these regulators, the risks inherent in giving another party the power to alter your memories cannot be overstated. Never mind the ethical considerations of using souls in such a fashion. Yeah, Graha, you know. Let's get this over with. Striker will show you what life can be without, can be like wearing a regulator. Oh, is she gonna sacrifice one of her, like, lives? Oh, wrong one. Kafkiwa? What are you doing here? And with so many friends? Apologies for the interruption, but I was hoping they might observe you at work. Hunting, you mean? That's fine, I guess. Hold on. I assume they were wearing special regulators like Queen Sphene's crown, but they aren't wearing anything at all. It's much too dangerous to be here without one. What if they're struck by lightning or attacked by beasts? I can assure you, they're all quite capable of looking after themselves. If anything should go amiss, I will take full responsibility. This is kind of fucked up. If this is gonna go the way I think it's gonna go, Kafki was like, hey, let's watch one of our hunters die. Well, don't say I didn't warn you. Danger aside, there isn't really much to see. Kafkiwa said you're a hunter, but wouldn't it be easier for those mechanical soldiers to guard this place? It would, if not for the fact that they're weak to lightning. The Thunder Yards being what it is, they've been ordered to steer clear. Some good they are, eh? But these facilities are vital to the upkeeping of Alexandria's infrastructure, so it falls to hunters like me to deal with any fiends. Given the danger, we're well compensated for our work. It's a perfect profession for anyone looking to build up savings. I hate this. I build up savings. The special selection of souls for hunters isn't terrible either. Do you think this is a little bit on the nose, Squeenix? I brought this lot here to see this danger you speak of, if it's not too much trouble to ask. Ah, of course, in which case, it'd be a shame to waste my efforts on just any old beast. You all can handle yourselves in a fight, right? If you cause a ruckus slaying what critters you see nearby, there's a chance you'll draw out something worthy of a demonstration. I'm not sure I understand, but I suppose we should each slay what we can. If she's gonna willingly spend a soul, then that's a big cost she's willing to give to demonstrate for us. Lady Vanalaska, thank you for the gifted subs, as well as Cagdonte. Thank you. Look at the snowman. Yeah. I hope you guys enjoy your snowman mounts. Can we craft these high quality souls, right? Man, a military police force that doesn't serve its people? A healthcare system that requires you to take on jobs that put your life at risk? And fall to the demands of your rulers? Oh, it says defective, never mind. But even then, like the ones like Zoralja very well could, I don't know, put more effort into helping the people. It's our culture, okay, but culture can suck for the people involved. Yeah. Very much so. Zoralja doesn't care. Where have I seen that before? This is getting too real for as an American. This is too real. I feel like people are overstretching to draw parallels. Well, I don't think there's anything wrong with seeing your own life and experiences in a story. You know, that's how we connect, right? Like, I don't think we should say it's not that if that's what people see. Like, I'm just connecting to my own personal experiences. And if that's not the case, oh well, you know, that's just what I see in the story. And it's gonna be hard to tell unless they come out and confirm, and they're probably not, so that people can be open to that interpretation, you know? We are projecting. I am indeed projecting. I won't deny that. But I think that's the joy in these kind of allegorical stories, because it's all allegory, right? No, it's not one-to-one, you know, real world stuff, but we can draw parallels and draw allegories and metaphor, you know? Are souls NFTs? No, I don't think they're NFTs. Like, I don't think they need to be literally about the thing to be about the thing. That's a cool looking boar. This one will do nicely. We'll help you. It's fine, really. I've faced worse. Just watch. Oh. I don't like the look of this. Let us help! Oh no. Yeah, we're gonna watch her die and we're gonna watch her come back to life. Which, again, I see the value in. 12 preserve. She needs healing. That was embarrassing. The bastard caught me off guard. Are you mad? Seriously, let us help. I told you not to worry. Also, I'm sure I shouldn't think too hard about this, but it's funny that, like, I don't think the soul can mend the body. Like, what if her body is mangled to all hell, right? Like, sure, she'll be revived and conscious, you know, her consciousness will come back. But what if she's just, like, completely annihilated by that boar? Yeah. Like, it's not something that I need to think about, and the story's not going to delve into the logistics of that. It's funny to think about. This will only take a moment. Wasn't Zeralja cut in half? Oh, was he? I think he was, yeah. Oh. Hot damn. Raging monk. Okay. Fuck. Just like Zeralja. Seems it gives you a power boost as well. Come on, get out. Let's get out of here. How it feels to chew 5 gum. Fun fact: this is the same theme that's played for Godbert when he fights. That's also a function of the regulator. Yeah, I guess so. Superpowers you. Yeah, actually, I'm gonna look at my VOD and see what happened to Zeralja, if he was cut in half or not. Hold on, after this cutscene, of course. I think I understand now how Zeralja was able to return from the dead and defeat Papa, but I'm not sure what we saw at the end there. As soon as the regulator turned red, it was as if you were possessed. Your movements became beast-like. Don't tell me. You empowered yourself with the soul of a beast. I'm reminded of the Serpentine soldiers we encountered at Vanguard who did the same. He was uninjured? No, he was dead, quote unquote. You know, the 14 showing of dead. So, you've crossed paths with one of the King's elite. Such a form can only be achieved from gorging yourself on souls. Ooh, don't like that. We could do the same in theory, but it's incredibly dangerous. Besides, it's not as if they'd allowed hunters to carry that many souls to begin with. Well, I should be getting back to work. Take care. Yeah, I don't know what to believe in the chat. I'm just gonna look at my own VOD to see what actually happened. And there you have it. Regulators can be loaded with two kinds of souls, those of peoples and those of beasts. The souls of people can be used to grant the user preternatural strength. Naturally, they can also be used to ensure no one suffers an untimely death. And what about the souls of the beasts? They work much in the same fashion, imbuing you with the strength of the chosen animal. If, for example, you use the soul of a wolf, you would grow more agile and feral, as you saw with Striker. Using several of the same type at once, however, would result in physical change. Your teeth might become fangs, your nails, claws. Too many, and you'll become more beast than man. Changing one's form through the souls of other beings, it becomes more and more reminiscent of void scent. Yet unlike the void, where the cycle of death and rebirth is simply broken, souls here are forcibly taken before they might reach the ethereal sea. Different means to achieve similar ends. Yeah, that's the part that I don't quite like. A cycle to which all within the dome are bound. This is wrong. This is all wrong. It is indeed hard to accept, being so far removed from our own beliefs. Perhaps more shocking is that the technology to achieve all this was developed hundreds of years ago. The civilization and the reflections are surprising indeed. Yeah, they're advancing real fast, like... Okay, I'm gonna look at the VOD. Let's see what happens. Doo-ba-doo-ba-doo-ba-doo. Okay, well, he wasn't chopped in half, but that was a killing blow. Like, this is very clearly, like, he is dead. Like, that's what the scene is trying to portray, is like, he's dead. Yeah, no dismemberment, so we don't know what the limitations are when it comes to being dismembered. Yeah, so it heals the soul, but what does it do to the body? It's hard to know, because, like, he is narratively dead, but we don't know the state of his physical form because of the limitations of video game, and they don't want to make, like, another model. Usually, in 14, when we see physical change, that's usually, like, an indicator. It's kind of like shorthand. We can't take the depictions in the cutscenes as one-to-one literally what happens. Sometimes we have to just kind of use our imagination and like take people's word for it whenever things are, you know, depicted as a certain way. So yeah. It might bump the rating up to an M. It might as well. This game in the past couple of expansions has been the hardest T ever. Like, this is pushing the limits of a T rating. Granted, that's as an aside, ratings become less and less, matter less and less as I get older. I realize, like, Halo's rated M, but like Halo's such a soft M, and I've talked about this last stream as well. Ratings matter less and less to me as I get older. When Emmett Selk spoke of surprising civilizations in the other reflections, I wonder if he had Alexandria in mind. Probably. He traveled, like, to see if any worlds were worth saving. tea for thinking about stuff. Having seen the beauty of the ethereal sea firsthand, I simply can't accept what they've done here in Alexandria. Yeah, that's my thought, is like, even if all of this is like kosher with the people whose souls are getting harvested, which it's not. That's the first biggest issue. Even then, they are doing essentially what the blasphemies were doing. Their existence is gone. Their soul is sucked up into another soul. They're not going to the ethereal sea. I understand this is part of their culture, but it is no less disconcerting. Yeah, it's like, all right, their culture, but we might need to save them from their culture. Sphene speaks of lived experiences that suggests she's far older than she appears. Considering the power of these regulators, perhaps it is not so far-fetched. Yeah, that's my concern now, is Sphene, although she may genuinely care about her people...
Oi, Dad. Did you know that Grafatia's gear is now available for other adventurers now? Do you think I would look cute on them? By the way, Yyupye says hello.
Aw, thanks. Maybe. Yeah, you would look cute in this little robe, Gabo. I think so, with all these scarves. Yeah, you'd look cute. But yeah, regardless if she is caring for the people, she's actively benefiting from this system that is, you know, like, and where have we heard that before? So many stories, of course. Not just in real life, but in stories in general. Like, Sphene is benefiting from Zoralja's conquering, right? Like, Sphene may not be the one giving the orders to send out people to harvest these souls, but if she is using them to prolong her life, she is still benefiting from them. Yeah, his warmongering, yeah. So she has incentive to protect Zoralja. You know, there is a conflict of interest there. And it's all gonna come down to if she stands in our way to kill Zoralja and stop this new system. Like, how can we know that she's okay with the system breaking down if she benefits from it? Like, we'll have to see her prove herself in that sense. Like, she can talk the talk. Let's see if she can walk the walk. I will only trust her when she agrees that it's like, we have to restructure how we do the soul cell harvesting. We are rebuilding it from the ground up. No more warmongering, no more harvesting them from people. That is the only way I'm going to trust her. It doesn't, my trust doesn't begin with killing Zoralja. We'll have to see. We'll have to see. Maybe they'll answer that in the patch quest. I'll have to see. Well, we all have our thoughts on souls. For now, the important thing is we know what power Zoralja has at his disposal. It is one thing to separate corporeal ether from incorporeal ether, but to strip memories from the souls entirely is unprecedented technology. This is no longer only Tuliyolal's concern. With this newfound power, Zoralja has become a real threat to the entire world. Indeed, he has to be stopped, no matter the cost. Take flight, the revival day goes by. Da 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 da. The vacation quest is here. Have fun. Square Enix are liars, and we should never believe them ever again. Also, ads are coming in 2 minutes. I trust you've gained an insight into the use of souls in Alexandria. It's shocking, I know. I was overwhelmed myself at first. I expect you'll need some time to digest it all, but for now, let's head back to Earth and Sky. Aw, at this rate. There's something I want to discuss with everyone. Let's take a moment before we head into the tunnel. You enjoy being Dawn servant Wuklamat? Is it everything you hoped? Moonfire Sight, thank you for the gifted subs. We're still waiting for the swimsuit episode. Maybe 7.4. I mean, it was 3.4 that we finally got our dinner date with Amric, right? So.
Zoraal must be stopped, no matter the cost. You've got the touch.
You've got the power. Yeah! I'm gonna wait here while ads go, and I'm gonna take a little break to grab a snackus. I'll be right back. Snackies.
Snacks.
Oh, you guys are too nice. Thank you for so many gifted subs. Hey, you guys want to see something cursed? Those of you who are able to see without the ads. Echo drew something. She drew a sketch of something, right? She's been hanging out with some friends. Some very chaotic friends. And she's been sketching. This is what she sketched. Right. Happy holidays! Yes. It is a face hugger elf on a shelf. She showed this to me while I was going to get snacks, and I was like, I hate that. I hate that very much. Yeah, it's terrifying. What is that? It's a face hugger elf on a shelf. Two horrifying things melded together. She's unlocked the truth. She sure has.
You've heard of elf on a shelf. Now it's time for elf hugger in your mugger.
Yeah. Sorry I haven't really been reading off a lot of the gifted subs. There's a lot of them, but thank you so much. I very much appreciate them. Elfdritch horror, exactly. Alright, now that ads are over, let's get back to this horror show. I'm sorry for delaying us, but I have some thoughts I need to share. In both technology and values, it's plain there's a wide gulf between Tulihyolal and Alexandria. And while Zoralja knows everything about us, we know hardly anything about what he's become. Indeed, we haven't even seen what lies within the enormous tower Everkeep. So, here I'd like to make a proposal. That is, we work with Kafkiwa and her people. We need to learn as much as we can about the enemy. The quickest way would be to join hands with Oblivion. We've only just met them, I know, and we shouldn't be too quick to trust, but the fact remains that they share our desire to stop Zoralja. Sphene, too, claims to be at odds with the King of Resolve. May I ask why you would cooperate with Oblivion instead? It's simple, really. Their leader is Erenvil's mother. Meanwhile, whatever Sphene may feel, she's a ruler of this nation. There's a greater risk in working with her, and less reason to take her at her word. Based! God, Wuklamat, you're learning from your brother. A fair point. And knowing Zoralja, we must assume that his arrangement with Sphene was not made without some consideration. All I know is that it would be heartening to have allies in this strange realm. I think everyone would agree that any help we can get would be welcome. Wook Diplomat gets better, yeah. Wook Diplomat, that's great. Hold on, there's no guarantee that it's actually my mother behind the machine. Without seeing her in the flesh, we can't rule out the possibility of a ploy. If it turns out to be a trap, we're endangering not only ourselves, but everyone in Tulihyolal. As you say, we have no proof that it's really Kafkiwa. But I make my proposal in full awareness of this. Whether we're going to war or striving for peace, we need to learn as much as we can. Otherwise, we can't hope to do anything meaningful. As it stands, we know too little about this realm. We need to remedy that. We need to study the enemy, and when the time comes, strike down Zoralja for good and all. What's more, I trust you, Erenvil. You've always had great instincts, honed from your time training under your mother. Aw. What if I'm wrong? What if sentiment is clouding my judgment? We'll deal with it when it's sprung. We've traveled to the edge of the universe. I need to fix that mustache. I'm gonna fix it right now. Hold on. There we go. Fixed. Yes. Fixed it. Only took a second. Good. Thank you for the mustache, Radim. That's always been the way of it with you. Fine. If you're set on this, then I'll say no more. Then it's settled. Let's head inside and secure ourselves some new allies. Sorry, I was chewing. While I'm all for dealing with Zeralta, we need to consider how our actions may affect ordinary Alexandrians. They're not the enemy, after all. Yeah, we've been through this with Garlemald. I agree with Wuklamat. It's a gamble regardless of whether or not we choose to work with the people here, and more knowledge is better than less. You understand how regulators work now, I trust? It's one of those things that's best seen in action. Oh, hello again. Are they sisters? I think they're sisters. You've got brown eyes. Brown eyes. Yeah, they're sisters. Wildlife can be dangerous out there. You need to take care of if you don't want a regulator. Kafkiwa, there's something I need to tell you and your people. We came here for no other reason than to strike down Zeralja. Ooh! But I thought he was your brother. Do you really mean to kill your own kin? Yes. Da-na-na-na-na-na. My kin invaded our nation and murdered our people. As Valve resolve, it falls to me to bring him to account. I am prepared to do what I must, and I won't hesitate when the time comes. Like us, you and yours oppose Zeralja. In light of this, I propose that we work together to stop him once and for all. I realize that this is sudden, but it's a gamble to trust someone you've only just met. But I would trust in the conviction of anyone who shares my goal, so fight with me, I beg you. As you say, our goals align, and I don't doubt your resolve in the least. If you hadn't proposed working together, I would have done so instead. Truth be told, it's been tough going at it alone. While we've gathered ample intelligence, we don't have the strength to take decisive action. Besides, how could we not trust you? My only son is with you. My fussy little bun-bun. He's all the reason I need. Then it's decided. Here's to a fruitful collaboration. The Bully Erinville arc begins now. Thank you, Kafkiwa. Everyone. Together we'll achieve great things, I'm sure of it. Now let's not waste any time. We've been wondering about Zeralja's whereabouts. Is there a palace inside that tower? After a fashion, the king resides on the uppermost level. But while Queen Sphene has a penchant for going out in public, he seldom shows himself. What's more, his movements are highly classified. Not even his commanders are privy to that information. If anyone knows where he is at any given time, it can only be the Queen. If we don't know his whereabouts, Zeralja will eventually march on Tuliyollal again. That's when we can go after him. The drawback is that we'd have to wait for the invasion to happen. Innocents would be put in harm's way. There's also the possibility that he'll leave everything to his minions and not command the army in person. No, he'll take the field. What makes you so certain? My brother always yearned to surpass our father. That's why he attacked Tuliyollal. After waiting for 30 years, the first thing he wanted to do was demonstrate his newfound strength. But killing Papa didn't satisfy him, so now he's bent on proving himself stronger than me and Kona, who bested him in the right of succession. He challenged me to strike him down. He wants a duel to show everyone that he's superior to the Dawn Servant, and he won't let his minions deprive him of the pleasure. So he's prideful. Then why hasn't he appeared and given you your chance? Surely he's aware of your presence here. At that, I can only guess. Perhaps he wants to dazzle us with his wondrous realm. But if he won't deign to appear, then we'll force him to do so. Even as we gather intelligence, we make no move to attack him. Show absolutely no interest in a confrontation. Knowing him, he'll tire of waiting and turn his attention to Kona instead. He'll attack Tuliyollal again, like he said he would. I see. If you believe this is the best approach, then we have no objections. Any campaigns against Tuliyollal requires that Zoralja lead his forces through the vanguard. We'll have lookouts to keep an eye on it day and night. Such a strategy is certainly viable. If we're proceeding with it, though, we should warn those outside. Indeed, they'll need time to prepare their defenses. I should be glad to coordinate our efforts. I'm already in contact with Y'shtola, and will make sure to keep our comrades apprised of developments. Apprised. You can leave the vanguard to us. You can leave vanguard to us. We'll send word at the first sign of movement. It seems we have a plan. While we wait for Zoralja to move, you do well to prepare for battle, and it begins with familiarizing yourself with the technology that empowers him. To that end, I'll show you to Oblivion's main headquarters. Oh, I thought this place was it. Oh, you'll be impressed to know that we're located right inside the tower, in the residential district of Solution 9. We're gonna go in? Right under their nose. Hiding a tree in a forest, as it were. The only question is how to get you through the checkpoint. Ah, about that, Sphene said she'd make it so we could enter without issue. She did? Curious. She's not supposed to have such authority over the sentries. If I recall correctly, her words were that she would register us as guests. I see. Perhaps we're in the clear then. Yeah, suspicious, 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 suspicious! Oh, so suspicious. Oh, everything is giving me red flags about her. When you're ready, come and meet me at the tower entrance. Before you head out, give us a moment to introduce ourselves properly, eh? After all, names are good to know when working together. But Joe, she's so kind. Oh, she's so nice. But she's so cute and pretty. Ugh. Thank you so much. Holy crap. Let's see. Lupin Volt. Claire Replicant. That's a great name. Claire Replicant. Hero Katra. Anonymous. Anonymous again. Another Anonymous. M-Jam. Myrtle Fitter. Wixmere. And Selena Mythios. Thank you, all of you, for gifting subs. I appreciate it. While Oblivion has operatives all over, we're the main crew here. I'm Geode, the leader of this hideout. And the dependable young twins behind me are Nostalgia and Yyupye. I'm Nostalgia. It's a pleasure to meet you. My sister and I were born and raised inside the barrier. We've been with Oblivion for 3 years, and our main duties are surveillance and provisioning. Twins, eh? That explains the resemblance. Yyupye is a Tonawaltan name, unless I'm mistaken. Yeah, I was wondering about that. That was the thing that threw me off. That's right. Our mother is Tuliyollal, and our father is Alexandrian. They wanted to honor both cultures. Oh, mixed kids. They're beautiful names. Thank you, though I have no memories of my mother. I like to think I carry a part of her with me. So, what made you decide to join Oblivion? We wanted to avenge our father. Ambrose was his name, and years ago he was taken away after a scuffle with a soldier over a disagreement. Ambrose, or is it Ambrose? It was a minor incident, so at first we clung to the hope that he'd be released, but when months went by with no word from or about him, we made the decision to remove our regulators. Ambrose, the first one? Okay. We had already lost the memories of our mother. We didn't want to lose those of our father as well. Aww, that's so sad. They've all forgotten about him now, everyone who had known him. That bastard. Even here, he thinks nothing of his own people. Sometime later, we were approached by a member of Oblivion. Hoping to get justice for our father, we joined the Order. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to darken the mood. No, I appreciate you sharing this. Together, we'll avenge your father. Thank you. Something tells me you have what it takes. You introduce yourself too. Go on. It's pretty much the same story for me. While mine is the Tonawaltan name, I haven't the faintest how things are outside the barrier. It's my dream to go and see it with my own eyes. Our mother's homeland. Oh. Once peace is restored, you must come and visit. She's gonna die. Death flags everywhere. Death flags, everyone. Get your death flags out. The wilds are beautiful, the food delicious, and everyone's so nice. You love it. Whenever they start talking about dreams, and that they're gonna see it one day. And that's us here. You'll meet others in the back room. That's our headquarters. Some of them are a little eccentric, but they have good hearts all. Ah, Yyupye. One last thing. It isn't exactly my place to say this, but thank you for seeking out Kafkiwa. She talks about you so much, it's clear how important you are to her. Aww. Pet, 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 pet. That's all. Be good to your mother while you still can, eh? Well, we'll let you go now. Feel free to use this hideout as you like. Damn. Alright, a tender shortcake. Thank you. Short time in this area, which, I mean, makes sense storytelling-wise, I guess. I am happy that we're going to go see that next place soon, though. Sooner rather than later. Meanwhile, in Everkeep. Thank you, Neil before Zod. Memories or souls?
You've been consorting with Wook Lamont.
Yeah, so?
No matter. I do not know what you are scheming, but when your realm lay on the brink, you were powerless. You had no choice but to turn to me. Whatever sentiment you may feel for her, it is my power you require. Is it not?
Perhaps. And yet, knowing the love that Wook Lamont bears for her people, how she regards them all as kin, I cannot help but wish to spare her the same pain I have suffered. What's more, her friends possess new knowledge. Were we to work together, we might find another path. I know you're loath to consider it, but is there no hope for peace with Tuliolo? What we've already done may be unforgivable, but it needn't continue. You needn't kill your brother and sister.
I slew my only flesh and blood. Yet you attempt to sway me with an appeal to family. The memory of my father's final moments still fills me with disappointment. Age came for him before I did. For long years, I sought to prove the miracle. And weak as he was, defeating him achieved nothing.
He desperately wants to feel as though that, like, he has great purpose. And when he lost the seat of Dawn's servant, he didn't know what to do.
To kill them is my only recourse.
And then what, Zoralja? And then what will you have? Nothing.
Wuklamat and Kona, who bested him as he was in his prime.
They are still your siblings, even if not by blood. That such bonds should mean so little to you.
I am bound to no one. Serve none save myself. I made that clear when first you spoke to me in the Golden City. Remember, I can easily kill your beloved family. If you would protect them, cast aside any foolish notions.
So that's why she can't actively oppose him, as far as we know.
Your wisdom and abilities are valuable insofar as our goals align. So think well before you act, Queen of Reason.
Damn.
Wuklamat, if you are father's worthy successor, then you will find your way to me.
I kind of love how old school Disney villain Zoralja is so far. Now, no spoilers, of course. Like, smiles in the chat. Throw some smiles in the chat. I love that he is just unabashedly fucking evil. There's no good... Like, he has his own justifications and his own reasons, and they make sense for him. And I understand them from his perspective, but he's just a bad guy. And I love that we just get a bad dude. Just a fucking hateable, like... And he makes sense. It's like, this is a very insecure, petty little man who never grew up. And he is so insecure that he feels the need to prove himself at every avenue, that even killing the peak ruler of his nation, his own dad, wasn't enough. And he felt empty. Like Xenos? Not like Xenos. I have my own gripes about Xenos. He works for what he is, but they're definitely doing something very different between him and Xenos. Yeah, he is old school Disney villain. I like this.
But should you fall short, I will lay waste to Tuli Yolal.
Yeah, I don't think it's fair to compare him to Xenos. Not fair to him and not fair to Xenos, because Xenos is trying to do something very different from this guy. Like, what they're trying to do with Xenos is very different. Yeah, Xenos is very secure with himself. In fact, he doesn't give a shit what anybody thinks. Xenos has no sense of, like, pride at all. Xenos has no pride. Xenos has no shame. Xenos has very few ambitions. He just wants a good fight. This guy is, like, up his own ass and a very insecure child who never grew up. Xenos does have pride, arguably. Maybe.
Did you show them my cursed drawing?
I did, and they hated it.
Nice.
Yeah.
Who are you playing with?
Nobody, just alone.
I love you.
I love you. Nostalgia and Yyupye remind me of Alphino and myself. Similar but so very different. We should chat sometime. Trade twin tails. Aww. Pet, 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 pet. It takes no small amount of courage to oppose Zeralja and his army. The members of Oblivion must be driven indeed. Alright, word of warning, I've got about an hour left before I gotta go, because I got hang out with a thing. I'm gonna learn some things. I'm gonna go do a thing. Lessons. Lessons for a thing that I hope to share with you guys one day. At long last, we're entering the tower. Not that I'm excited or anything. Not unduly. Oh, pet, 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 pet. Right, Kafkiwa is waiting. Let's head to the tower. Oh, I didn't talk to Erenville. Ah, shit. Oh well. Ooh. Ask JoCat literally anything. IfELMF asks literally anything. What's your second favorite kind of pastry? Well, first I need to think about what's my favorite kind of pastry. Because that's hard. Jesus. What a question. I'm so curious about this other area down here. Electrope Strike. Still haven't explored all of this area, so we are not nearly done here. Second favorite pastry. That's hard. So my first favorite pastry, I really gotta think. I gotta look at like a pastry tier list so I can see like an entire list. Let's see. I like cookies a lot. They're definitely up there. Tier list. Pastries tier list. Let's see. Ooh, macarons are pretty good. I do like macarons. Croissants, eclairs, pie. I'm okay with pie. Pie's If my number one favorite pastry is roti, I think that counts as a pastry. It's like a crepe. Then my second favorite is either cookies or macarons. Yeah, macarons, definitely. I think macarons, yeah. I might have to change the channel points from cookies to macarons. But everyone knows what a cookie is. Not everyone always knows macarons. Yeah, macarons are so soft. Oh, we haven't made macarons in a while. Do brownies count? Yes, brownies do count. But I would say they're like third or fourth place for me. Oh, Darkwell, thank you for the bits. Wow. Already, final area. Here we go, final zone. Hello. The core system is presently updating registered user data. Okay. Thank you for the hype train. Hell yeah, thank you. Ah, there you are. If Queen Sphene has registered you as guests, you should be able to march right in. And if she hasn't, then you may have a swarm of Zeralja's minions to deal with. Nothing for it but to see if Sphene has betrayed us, eh? Thank you for your diligent service, friends. My companions and I would like to pass, if you'd be so kind. Outrunner Guide Unit identified. Registration number verified. Ooh, cool small touch. Notice they don't move. Like, 6 accompanying civilians identified. Verifying credentials. Like, all the characters in 14, whenever they're alive, they have this breathing animation. These do not breathe. Credentials verified. Welcome, guests of Queen Sphene. Like, look, it's static. They're completely stationary. That's a cool little touch. Yeah. Robots. What a relief. There you have it. It seems the Queen was true to her word. Follow me, everyone. Solution 9 awaits. I am in instance 2 of Solution 9. Oh, damn. It's like a hotel. Cyberpunk 2077. Whoa.
Everkeep. A tower of electrope piercing a perpetual shroud of storm clouds. Occupying the 9th level of this 12-tiered structure is a residential district called Solution 9. In so naming their home, what hopes did its founders harbor for it? And did it prove the answer they sought?
Wow. Okay. Eat your heart out, Alligans.
Spectacular, isn't it? There are more districts throughout the tower, including industrial ones, but Solution 9 is the largest.
Just being here makes my head spin.
Perfectly natural reaction.
You know, with all of this high-tech stuff that's even more advanced than even modern day, it makes me think, like, lots of times I like to have this brain kind of practice, this just thought experiment of like, what if this character from this fantasy setting came to modern day Earth? They'd be so confused. Final Fantasy, I don't think so. I think they would take pretty well. They'd be like, oh, okay, so this is kind of like the tech that we have at home. They're smart enough to like understand how things work. Like Sid would not bat an eye if he was transferred to Earth.
A city of shimmering electrope, replete with strange technologies that cater to every conceivable need. We never dreamed of the life back home in Tuliyollal.
Garleans wouldn't be confused. Yeah, they'd just be like, oh, this is just like home.
Now, while I go and explain the situation to those in the back room, why not take a moment to explore?
I love the trap beat in the background. You hear that? The like synthetic drums. The synthetic percussion.
I believe lived experiences are far more educational than dry explanations. And you want to know more about Sphene and Zoralja's dominion, do you not?
You had me at explore.
I had a feeling you'd be keen.
Just to confirm, while we have been allowed inside, are we also permitted to roam?
Hey, it's the PvP gear.
Absolutely. As Sphene's registered guest, you'll find you're exempt from the sentry scrutiny. The elevator to the uppermost level. I wouldn't go near that. But other areas should be fine provided you act like you belong.
That cadence for that line had a slight accent, like Hispanic. That's on purpose. Tuliyollal is kind of like the Middle America area, very Mexico inspired, very Central America. Same with certain parts of Shaktural and Yoktural. This is the America expansion.
All right then. We'll show ourselves around.
Yes. Familiarizing ourselves with the technology here will help us prepare for the battles to come.
Yeah, that's what you're excited about. He's such a dork.
Try not to enjoy yourselves too much, or you're liable to attract attention.
Once you've explored to your satisfaction, come to the entrance to True View in the eastern sector. The way from there is a little complicated, so I'll send someone to guide you.
Understood. We'll see you later. I shall speak with the residents. Perhaps one of them will recognize the earring.
They're so excited.
What's with this place? How can this all be the inside of a tower?
So, what aren't you telling me? Where are you?
That I can't reveal yet. Precautions, you understand. Just know that I'm safe.
I love her voice.
But come, tell me about your adventurer friend. You seem to have a great deal of faith in him. You must have been through a lot together.
You might say that. For instance, we found the entrance to the Golden City.
Wait, what? You did? Yyupye, why didn't you mention this sooner?
You want to explore together?
Yes!
It's not that I'm scared or anything. Everything is just so different from home is all.
Oh. Adorable. Yeah, I mean, she just became leader. She's still like getting used to it. Tower's inside a tower. I see it, but I still can't believe it. For now, I say we proceed straight ahead. If we feel like we're getting lost, we can always turn back around and go back the way we came. The face she made, it was like the sad cat face. Hey yo, hi everybody. Nice to see everyone. Hildebrand, what the heck? What are you doing here? Well, actually, I shouldn't be surprised. You show up in random places. As a Mandeville man does. Yes. Wait, hold on. Yes. Good man, good man. Aw, everybody's here. Helen's here. Zeka's here. Sammy's here. Sammy? Oh, okay, yeah, you didn't change. I forget you didn't change your name. Because that cost money. It's Hildebrand patch night. Oh, I'm behind. I need to finish Endwalker Hildebrand. All in due time. MSQ first. MSQ, then job quests, then raids. Oh my god, I have so much to do, you guys. Oh, I got so much. Final Fantasy Fridays is gonna keep going like till the end of time. Ooh. Your mods are trying to get your attention. Reached out as mods as they could, ask for clarification on talking about the term lost in translation between versions. Are you up to hearing it? I mean, sure, yeah. All right. Lost in translation between versions. I don't know what that means, but sure. Master Hand 000. Here, I'll do /user. Oh, thank you so much for the gifted subs. Sorry, notifications were muted. You want to do those only for the relics? No, I want to do those because I like Hildebrand. Okay, I scrolling through their messages, there's a fairly important bit of lore regarding regulators that was lost in translation from Japanese to English that helps contextualize some things. I mean, sure, yeah. When they discuss regulators in the English version, they simply use the terms soul and memory. The Japanese, however, split the term soul further up into soul, the part that goes into the ethereal sea, and life force, which is specifically what the regulators use for their functionality. So having your soul used in a regulator does not destroy it or anything. It's just in limbo until the life force is used up. I mean, maybe, but I'm skeptical about any sort of lost in translation thing, because that's what people said about Y'shtola burning the candle at both ends, right? Because people said that that was lost in translation, that it's not actually works that way, but then if that was the case, why do they refer to it multiple times, right? I don't know that I... Plus, I'll take more of what we get here rather than... I'll trust the localization team, you know? I'm gonna take it at face value, whatever they said. The English translators are embedded in the team. Yeah, it's not like the translators don't work on the writing too, you know? Yeah, I trust Koji and Kate's translation. I got this from a very comprehensive lore thread on Reddit that goes into detail. Again, I'm gonna trust the game and I'm gonna trust the translators. I'm skeptical about any sort of like, oh, lost in translation, again, because of the Y'shtola thing, because like, I don't believe it is. I'm gonna trust the translators. A crossroads already. This place is too much. I have no idea where I should go. Right, I've made up my mind. Let's head to that building there. Also, with all due respect, you couldn't have known this, but like, if that sort of stuff, I would like to not know, and you couldn't have known, you know, it's hard to know, it's hard to read minds, you can't read minds to know that I wouldn't have wanted to know that, because like, maybe they're gonna iterate on it later and like go into more detail, so that sort of stuff, let's just leave it up to the story, alright? Let's leave it up to the story to either explain or not explain. I appreciate the thought, though. I know you only have good intentions. Very wide, this place. And this is supposed to be the small hub? This is as big as, like, Gridania. Oh hey, it's Mirror's Edge.
Ah! There you are! Lamati!
Hello, Sphene. Shopping district?
Sphene!
I was worried you might have had trouble at the checkpoint, but I see everything went according to plan.
Well, that's thanks to you.
Now, I know you've scarcely arrived, but I have a request to make of you.
Oh, a request, you say?
Yes, an important one. I'll say it plain. I want you to make peace with Zoralja.
What? I thought you said you weren't on his side.
We have come no closer to seeing eye to eye, nor do I condone his methods. Be that as it may, I don't want you to fight him. I don't want you to regret a decision made in anger and haste. Unequipped with regulators as you are, the risk is too great.
I appreciate your concern, but you ask the impossible.
I don't think she's being totally honest. Like, not only just about, like, hey, just say that, oh, he has power over my people. She's hiding something. I don't trust her.
Zoralja murdered our father. His minions slaughtered our countrymen. He will never renounce his war. As vow of resolve, it falls to me to stop him. I know you love your people too, and so you must understand how I feel. Why I cannot, will not back down.
It's Blue Voxer.
I do understand. All too well. Let me say only this then. Zoralja will use any means to win. If you would protect your people, return to them at once and prepare. Prepare as best you can. It may ring hollow coming from the queen of an enemy nation. But unlike me, you still have the power to determine your own fate.
You really are a curious one. Look, you needn't worry for us. We have dependable comrades holding the fort in Tulihyolal. They'll keep everyone safe, so we can devote our attention to affairs here.
Please.
Don't worry, I'll be alongside her.
So you have comrades on whom you can rely. I envy you.
You know, we'd like to learn more about you.
About me?
To be frank, we're still not sure whether or not you're trustworthy. So, if you have a moment, would you show us around the district? That way, we can get to know you better.
You're asking me, the Queen, to show you around? Oh, but I jest. I'm flattered that you've taken an interest in me. Very well, I shall be your guide. You're my guests, after all, and teaching you about my realm would be a pleasure in and of itself. If you like, I can introduce you to my citizens, too. I consider them family, as you do yours.
Okay, so I was right in hearing that Highlander guy had a British accent, so I presume that is the accent of Solution 9/Alexandria. Not the American accent, but like this British accent that she has.
By all means, we're in your capable hands.
That you are. This will be an enjoyable and enlightening tour, I promise.
Zenlina, thank you for the 5 gifted subs. Hey, thanks for stopping by. With Sphene as our guide, we needn't fear getting lost. Let's begin then, shall we? I must say I'm really grateful. This place is so vast and confusing, I didn't even know where to begin. While the district may seem daunting in size and structure, all the key facilities are situated near ley nodes, what you call aetherites. Remember this and you won't lose your way. Now then, seeing as it is right here, I will show you to the Nexus Arcade. Arcade?! Please follow me. Arcade, 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 arcade. Games, 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 games. Gaming, 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 gaming. Prizes, 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 prizes. Games, 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 games. This complex is home to all manner of shops, from food and daily necessities to technological conveniences. You can find most everything here. Everkeep's interior is vast, as you've observed. This arcade makes it possible for people to acquire what they need in one centralized location. Amazing. How do you get to the upper levels? I don't see stairs. Motorcycles. Oh, jump pads? Do you see the glowing pattern over yonder? That is an automatic conveyor. Such contraptions are found throughout Everkeep, allowing us to swiftly move between faraway places. That will spare us from walking. Are they also made from that strange metal? What's it? Yes, the conveyors are powered by electrope. As a matter of fact, the ore is integrated into just about everything in Everkeep, even the floors and walls. Ah, so it's like vibranium. The magic metal, the magic resource that just is conveniently used for whatever the world building needs it to. By etching arcane circuits upon it, electrope can be used to convert lightning energy into those of other elements. In so doing, we can achieve various effects. For instance, a conversion to wind produces flotation, which is required for propulsion of our flying vehicles. Actually, if you think about it, it's not that much different from ether. Like, their electrope is just our ether, in a way. Because ether is also conveniently available to do whatever, we need it to if we channel it in the right way. Ether, but purple, yeah. Electric ether rocks, yeah, because ether is in crystal. Ether can be, like, crystallized, so, yeah. Like carbon versus silicone. Yeah, exactly. In so doing, we can achieve various effects. Yeah, okay. A conversion to fire, meanwhile, produces light and heat, and it is employed in devices such as street lamps and heaters. There are even self-heating cups that will keep your drink warm. Can you make a drink cold if you convert to ice instead? You certainly can. Our vending machines can do just that. They just have vending machines? All right. What's more, multiple energies can also be combined to produce some clever effects. For instance, by manipulating the air and wind while projecting light with lightning, it is possible to alter one's appearance. Oh, like a Fantasia. It's almost scary what you can do with electrope. If such wondrous material existed in our world, I imagine everyone would be fighting over it. Looks into camera. Oh, they did in her world. I mean, Wuklamot, we kind of do. It's called ether and, crystals. This shop over here, what does it sell? Ah, yes. Let's go and take a look. Okay, ads are starting soon, so... Ooh, hello. I dare say you will find it interesting. It's with the Dutch tilt. Okay, ads are starting, so I might take the opportunity to go use the bathroom and walk around and stretch. Yeah, although it's like, oh, so convenient. It's also like, this is like how ether works, you know? It's like different aspects and used for different things. Wow, this is just modern day now. We are no longer Final Fantasy. Even though it is still technically fantasy. Fantasy is anything. I want to go up there. You guys checking in? We're now Final Sci-Fi. Ooh, teleporter. Ooh. Wow. Look, they sell consoles here. Look, guys, it's the PS5. It has games now. Well, that actually looks like a PlayStation. The couch? The cough? The couch? All hail the couch. All right, I'll sit on the couch. Okay. I'm gonna go use the bathroom. And I'll be right back while the ad break goes. All right. Be right back, chat. All right. I am back. I returneth. Scatter? You guys telling secrets? Nobody tell him? Are you guys behaving? Mizuaki, thank you for the gifted subs. Scurry and scatter. Maybe consider a different couch. What, is this one crowded? It's better if you don't know. All right, I'll trust that. That's usually the way to go. Based on most things, usually the less I know, the better. All right, ads are over. We're back now. A D20 on the table? Yeah, there is. We can play D&D here. Wow, look at that. Materia vendor. Do I have any of these? Apparently I do. Materia 12. Jeez. Next we're gonna be Materia 14 for Final Fantasy 14. And I'll buy a new work desk. You may as well get a new chair while you're at it. Oh man, this is the gamer store. They have cactuars and chocobos here as well. I guess that makes sense. They had chocobos in the first. This is the gamer store. They have a straight up car. Oh, I can't go hop on the car. Oh man. Also, just letting you guys know, in about 20 minutes, I'm gonna have to go. What is your quest? Oh no! Oh no! No! Dun 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 dun. Rowena! Dun 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 dun. Rowena! Dun 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 dun. She's everywhere. She's everywhere.
You can't escape from Rowena even in this place, huh, Father?
I was like, oh boy, Blue Quest. My God. Oh my God. Jesus. Rodina.
At least the Rowena on the first is nice.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. Miscellany. Excuse me? Okay. Okay. Micah? What do you sell here? What kind of stuff? Is this the Mad Max gear? No, it's different gear. Oh, this is that recolored gear. Yeah, I've seen this. Okay. But with 2 dyes. It's okay. Not a fan personally. I do like the matte more than the shiny.
The year is 2050. Final Fantasy XIV finally shuts down after decades of content. You close the game browser. Turn around, there she is, staring at you.
Rowena.
The final reflection of Rowena. She grins, handing you a tombstone. The real grind begins.
Oh no! God! Yyupye! Yyupye created a real Rowena just to make you grind. Token exchange. Yep, didn't think so. Okay, yeah, so this is like the end game bits. Good God, good Lord. Please look forward to it, smile. This shop sells food. Those are the items on the counter. That's food? I can hardly imagine what they taste like. I thought you might be surprised. Your countrymen were too in the beginning. Come, you must sample something. Choose one and I will purchase it. Welcome, friends. How lucky you are for Her Majesty to treat you. The 5 items on display are our most popular. I recommend one of them if this is your first time. Okay. Oh God. Select an item that interests you. Slab of pink hexagons, liquid-filled pouch, long rectangular bar, hexagon pattern bag, or black and yellow tin. This here is cultivated steak. It's not quite the same as the real thing they produce on the outskirts, but it's a sight more affordable. This particular product is known as Gold Label, and it is a delicious hybrid of beef and chicken grown on at the plant on the 4th level. Not the worst thing I've heard. Canned cheeseburger. Yeah, how American. Ah, yes, the salad paste. This is designed for those who are concerned about their figure. With its blend of 9 varieties of vegetable, it will help your efforts to slim down. Fashion models swear by it, and youths can't get enough of this stuff either. Is that a QR code on there? Keen on the perfect meal bar, are you? This is all the nutrition your body needs, packaged into a single foodstuff. The flavor is formulated to never taste dull, and 1 bar will satisfy you for a whole day. Many folk prefer this to taking multiple meals. That actually sounds very convenient. I actually would love that. Ah, the revivifying tonic. I take it you're thirsty. The flavor is a sublime blend of sweet and salty, and it stays fresh for over 10 years thanks to the special container. I don't like drinks in a bag, personally. Tastes like blue. Hey, it's that blue liquid, the blue syrup that I got in Japan. Oh, it's grapes! The synthetic fruit pellets? They're our best approximation of the taste and texture of grape. Oh my god. From the people who brought you square grapes. Hexa grapes. I've never tried the real fruit, so I can't say how faithful they are, but there's no denying their popularity. I gotta go with the grapes, man. I gotta go with the hexa grapes. Yeah, this is absolutely a callback to the low poly grapes. You guys remember Square? Well, we made Hex. While they're all very tempting, I'm going to have the steak. I'm absolutely starving. Thank you for your custom. This being Her Majesty's treat, it's bound to taste all the better. Say, would you mind sampling your selection here and now? It's been a long time since we've had newcomers, and I'd love to see your reactions. Ooh, there's a little crowd here. This is a great chance to learn about Alexandrian culture, Victor. Let's dig in. All right, you enjoy your steak. All right, here I go. Following Wuklomat's lead, you sample your selection. Amazing! I've never had any meal like this before. It's tender like chicken, but flavorsome like ronek. And the spice gives it just the right amount of kick. I could eat this every day. Yeah, that's usually that's usually how it tastes the first time, but then you start to feel worse about yourself. Trust me, Wuklomat. Don't mind them. They're just happy to see your honest reaction. So when I asked my girlfriend what she thought of the random person watching, she said, I can either view it as really funny or really annoying, to which I replied, it's JoCat. She immediately replied, then I take it back. Man is a treasure. Aw, that's sweet. Science diet. Yeah, it's canned food. Which I admit, some canned food tastes pretty yummy. And what about you? Oh, time to eat the hexa grapes. I get to decide. Victor's from the Black Shroud. He likes the fruit of the land. I think he's a skeptic. He's more of a natural kind of guy. It's interesting. It's always such a pleasure. My thanks for humoring me. This does take me back. Though it was chaotic when the people of Tulu-Yolal first arrived, we endeavored to learn about one another and embraced our differences. That's nice. Alright, what about you, Sphene? Aren't you having something to eat too? I appreciate the thought, but I'm fine for now, thank you. Alright, but what's your favorite food, if you don't mind me asking? My favorite food? Oh, she's a robot. Why do you wish to know this? Because I want to get to know you better. Why else? The more you know someone, the more you grow fond of them. That's what my old man believes, and my experiences have led me to believe the same. My favorite food. Is it such a difficult question? It can be sometimes. I'm sorry, when I think of those who labor to bring us food, I find I can't settle on one thing. I thought I was indecisive, but you're something else. Indecisive? Perhaps I am, but you didn't need to laugh about it. Methinks Sphene doesn't eat. Huh? Sassy lost child? Excuse me? Huh? Hi? Okay, well, it's about time that I had to go, so I guess we're just gonna have to leave it there. I want to see what that child is, but I really do have to go, so thank you guys for joining me for this. I am very intrigued by all of this. So yeah, let's find someone to raid. Thank you guys for joining me, and thank you so much for all the generosity. I will be streaming some more Friday. Thank you all for gifting the sub. There were a lot of gifted subs today, thanks to the event, what with the snowman mount and such, but appreciate it all the same. As a result, actually, let's spread some of that love. We have our good pal the Dawn servant herself, Squidsena, the voice of Wuklamot, is streaming right now, and I think she's ahead of me. I think she's already beaten Dawntrail. It looks like she's in an area that I don't recognize. I'm not so certain, but if not, be cautious, be respectful, be kind, and show her the same kindness that you've shown me. She did a wonderful job in this game so far, and I look forward to hearing more of her wonderful performance. What's our raid message gonna be? Hexagrapes. Everyone bombard her with hexagrapes. She was a 1.0 player? No way! Is she? That's crazy if so. Wow. That's awesome. Okay, everyone bombard her with hexagrapes. Hexagrapes. All right. Bye, everyone. You have a wonderful night. I will see you maybe Wednesday, definitely Friday. Bye.